Rear Admiral Martinez, Major General Akhilesh Kumar, dignitaries from Civil Administration, senior officers from the services, commanding officers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the India-US Joint Amphibious and Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief, that is the HADR exercise. This is the third edition of Exercise Tiger Triumph. The first edition was conducted from 13 to 21st of November in 2019, followed by a tabletop exercise in October 22, that is from 18 to 20th October 22. This exercise reiterates the robust strategic partnership between both our nations. The aim of this exercise is to share best practices and standard operating procedures in undertaking multinational HADR operations. The objective of the exercise Tiger Triumph is to enhance interoperability for conducting amphibious HADR operations in the aftermath of any natural calamity and refine the standard operating procedures to enable rapid and smooth coordination between forces of the two nations. Service personnel from both countries have participated in training visits, subject matter expert exchanges, sports events, social interactions during Harbour Phase, which was held at Vishakhapatnam from 18th to 25th of March. The troops subsequently embarked on board ships for the sea phase of Kakinada and have undertaken maritime, amphibious, and HADR operations in accordance with injected situations as per schedule of the exercise. Another important facet of this edition of the exercise Tiger Triumph is the StaffX, wherein personnel from both sides have refined the standard operating procedures for exercising, handling contingencies, crisis situations, and executed coordinated HADR operations as you all have just witnessed today morning. The participating units from the Indian Navy include a landing platform dock, Jalashwa, landing ship tank large, that is Airavat and Kesari, including their integral landing crafts and helicopters. A guided missile frigate would subsequently be participating in the exercise, and the long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft. The Indian Army is represented by one infantry battalion group, including mechanized forces, and the Indian Air Force has deployed one medium-lift aircraft, helicopter, and the Rapid Action Medical Team, that is RAMT. From the US side, a landing platform dock with its integral landing craft, air cushions, and helicopters, a destroyer which will subsequently be participating, long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft, and medium-lift aircraft have participated. Additionally, the special forces from the US Armed Forces and all three services of the Indian Armed Forces have also participated in this exercise. I am confident that both sides have benefited from this exercise to enhance interoperability. Exercise Tiger Triumph 2024 has added to the jointmanship and has added value towards improving capabilities, capacities, processes, and procedures towards saving human lives and undertaking coordinated relief activities during HADR operations. I would like to convey our gratitude to all participating personnel and a special thanks to the US side for their wholehearted contribution and participation in achieving aims of the exercise. We look forward to the next edition of Tiger Triumph. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Admiral Dunkard, General Kumar, Admiral Baker, senior representatives, commanding officers, senior representatives from all of the services, U.S. and Indian. Good morning. My name is Rear Admiral Joaquin Martinez, and I am the U.S. Joint Task Force Commander for Tiger Triumph 24. I want to first thank all of you for taking time to come out to see the combined joint operations at Kakinada Beach. The relationship between India and the United States has grown immensely over recent years, and you see it manifested here today. As the Admiral said, this is the third iteration of Tiger Triumph, and it is magnitudes larger and more complex than the first two. During the first two, our nation's militaries learned from each other, built relationships, and planned extensively to safely execute amphibious operations bilaterally. It is no small feat to put ships, aircraft, and personnel into this kind of dynamic environment. Operations like Tiger Triumph build trust and confidence in our ability to work together and to respond as an integrated joint force, one team to a real world crisis. As we work together, we continue to learn how each of our militaries operates, and we will continue to develop better integrated joint capabilities, and most importantly, an ability to plan and execute operational level missions like what you see here today. Throughout the world, and especially in the Indo-Pacific region, crisis response is not a matter of if, but a question of when. Collectively, we want to be prepared to work together seamlessly in a time of crisis. Today, we have U.S. Department of Defense services supporting our naval services, the Navy and Marine Corps supporting from the USS Somerset with landing craft and landing forces, our Army brethren supporting with security, special operations teams, and an incredible medical capability. And finally, the Air Force is flying overhead, supporting from the skies. When you factor in each of the U.S. services capabilities and bringing them together with the Indian Joint Forces, you create a very powerful capability that is well beyond the sum of its parts. This integrated force will be able to deal with any crisis or any contingency. Opportunities like Tiger Triumph are invaluable. We as partner nations must take advantage of any chance to work as a joint and integrated force. This part of Tiger Triumph occurs on day 10, and trust me, since we kicked off Tiger Triumph on the 19th of March, we've been incredibly busy leading up to this. This just doesn't happen overnight. There's a tremendous amount of planning and work and effort that goes with this. There has been a tremendous amount of effort, both ashore and afloat, to ensure safe operations at this scale to be able to operate in an integrated and joint manner. Indian and U.S. service members have conducted training together spanning a number of mission areas. From component level events to personal exchanges, it all comes together and prepared for this large and integrated operation. During one of our cultural exchanges, we had the amazing opportunity to conduct an integrated and joint Holi celebration, where the Indians and U.S. service members danced and threw powder and took hundreds of photos together. It's probably one of the most fun things I've done in a long time, so grateful for that. And while there are a few of us that may still be scrubbing off colors from Holi, I can assure you we built an incredible set of relationships that will last a lifetime. Our nation's joint force are independently strong, but when you put them together with experiences and operations like Joint Integrated Exercise Tiger Triumph, we truly will be able to take on any challenge that we may face. Thank you for your time today.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for that particular question. In this exercise, Indian Army has represented by contributing about a battalion plus group in exercise Tiger Triumph, and has played a very vital role, because in any of the amphibious operations, it's a combined operation of all Army, Navy, Air Force. Especially here, it was also a joint forces, because we had 20 foreign country groups also participating. So Army has a role to play as part of amphibious force as a landing force, which actually establishes a foothold on the beaches of the country where the HADR operation or amphibious operations required to be undertaken. So here, That was the important role that was played. And thereafter, Infantry Battalion of Indian Army, along with our counterparts from the United States, we went about establishing an IDP camp, that is camp for internally displaced persons who are affected in this scenario, because this was played where a kind of simulated HADR operations was played out, where a friendly foreign country had asked for a help from us in kind of a aid that is required to be provided. Together we came, established IDP camp, and thereafter together both the forces are contributing, primarily the infantry component, army component, in kind of providing the relief which is required to the affected persons.